Hi guys, so today's video we're going to be looking at this, the Powkiddy V90 64-bit. Just in case you're wondering what this is something I recently picked up. I have actually already done a slight review on it, although I did have a few people in the comments below, Cole's Room 70 and a few others, just wondering what this would be like over time, and also how it would play the different systems. So I thought I'd put a video together trying some of the systems, some of the games, as well as the systems that are known to have problems on these cheaper devices. And also, you know, to follow up on whether the battery life was correct, which is stated in the manual, and how good the IPS screen is, etc, etc. So I hope this helps anyway. I do intend to do another one in a few more weeks time. I mean, this has been about 2 weeks since I've got it and it's still going strong, so it's just a bit more of an in-depth look at what you get for your buck. And like I said before, I mean, you are only paying around £20 or just over £20 for this device. I got the dealer option, which had the 3,000 games on it, and that was £23 something, if I remember right. So, you know, you are getting a bargain, and you can't expect a massive amount from a system like this. So yeah, so let's take a look. Okay guys, so we're gonna now look at Game Boy. We're gonna see how it runs. Right, let's go with a classic. Let's go with Super Mario Land. Don't know how loud this is, so that's not too bad. As you can see, the screen is very good. Sound isn't bad. Controls are very good. Oh, knock the down button in instead of moving. Yeah, controls are very responsive. All seems to run fine. And like I said before, the screen is very good. Right, let's try something else. Now you might notice while I'm doing this, you might notice if I move up, there's a thing called save state, so you can actually save it where you end it, and then when you come back into it, go to load state, which is below it, and it will take you right back to where you was, which is another pretty good feature about this. Right, let's have a look at Double Dragon. Again, graphics are pretty good. See, that looks quite impressive actually, considering. Of course, this was a game that was notoriously bad at controls anyway, so as you can see, because I am getting walloped. But buttons are responsive. In some ways it's a good thing that I'm testing a game that was quite hard to control anyway, because it actually seems like it performs better on this, if I'm honest. Yep, all seems to work pretty well. Right, let's try another one for Game Boy. Just so we've tried several. Oh, Battletoads and Double Dragon. Let's have a look at that one. Just noticed there's quite a bit glare on the screen there, so I'll just move that over a minute. Yep, very responsive. Yeah, I'd say that's alright. Yeah, it does the job. Right, okay, so on the next clip we are going to move into another console and have a look and see how that's doing. Right, so we've skipped Game Boy Color. I'm going to Game Boy Advance now, because that's normally one that's notoriously a problem on these cheap devices. So we're going to try out Mario Kart on the Game Boy Advance. Now that looks quite good actually. Screen looks very good. Oh, I don't see any problems so far. It's responsive, it's turning. Doesn't seem to be any breaking in the sound, which is normally a sign that the emulation isn't very good. Screen looks pretty good. This is normally a game that is notoriously a problem on Game Boy Advance emulation, so the fact that this is working speaks volumes. Yeah, very good. Right, okay, so we've tried Mario Kart on the Game Boy Advance, so now we're going to try Sonic Advance. Sounds very good. Look at that screen. See, now that looks really impressive. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but it's very good from where I'm sitting. Let's turn it down just a little bit. Not to mention the fact that if you've watched my previous video about this, you'll know how much I paid for this as well. I mean, we are talking about a budget console here. Yeah, it seems to be working fine. Right, so we've already tried Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. We're now going to try what's labelled in here as the Super Famicom, which of course is a SNES to us. This is another one like Game Boy Advance that's notorious for not working properly. So we're going to try a couple of games on here. Like I say, on these cheaper consoles, it's normally one that they have problems with. So we're going to try Contra out and see what happens. So far, so good. Right, okay, so the shoot button is in a different place to... Right, and then we've got a switcher at the top as well, okay. So yeah, the shoot button is in a different place to what it was on the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance. Apologies that I'm playing really bad here. But I've got obviously I've got a tripod in front of me, so it's very difficult to see what I'm doing. It's not exactly a comfortable way to play either. But it works and there doesn't seem to be an issue here. So that's a good sign. Oh, and I've just realised that my camera is all out of focusing. Sorry about that, guys. Too busy watching what I was doing in the game there. Right, so I'd say that works really well. And it's responsive. There doesn't seem to be any lag or any issues. So yeah, pretty good. Oh, the hell is going on here? Right, we want to exit. Yeah, there we go. Right, okay. Let's try another one that's quite demanding. Let's try Street Fighter 2 Turbo. See how we get on with that. I'm just going to try and adjust this camera, because I've noticed it keeps trying to focus on something in the background, which is messing up the focus. Let's give it a bit of volume. Right, let's go. Turn it up a little bit. See if we have any problems with the sound. Well, the move come out straight away. Does seem like there's a little bit of slowdown, I've got to be honest. Yeah, well, that seems to work. Like I say, it does seem like there's a little bit of lag on that, but nothing too bad. I'm not going to go into PlayStation because I've already pointed out that that's terrible. Let's have a look at something else that's probably quite demanding. Let's have a look at the Geo Pocket. SNK versus Capcom. Now I imagine this one's quite demanding. Okay, interesting. Right, this is very slow. Yeah, so it's not ideal for this. But then I didn't think it would be, to be honest. Right. Oh, great. And you don't seem to be able to quit out of it either. So it doesn't work for a lot of reasons. Yeah, you don't seem to be able to quit out of it. The quit menu is not working. Right, so that's one I'm going to have to definitely turn the system off, I think. Okay. Right, okay, let's have a look at arcade. Oh, 1941, 1943, no, 44, 45. Yeah, let's try 1944. Okay, got some loading going on here. Right, okay, so like most of these classic arcades, you hit the select button to put your credits up. All looks pretty good so far. That looks really impressive. I don't know if how well you can see this on the footage, but these graphics look very good on this. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this. I mean, that looks stunning. It really does. And I'm not just saying that. When you consider this is an old game now, and on this IPS screen, it's really good. Oh, they end up in trouble if I'm not driving. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Yeah, I don't know how well you can see this here, but it looks very good. And one thing you do notice with, especially with the old arcade games, some of the sound doesn't sound so good, because these are very tiny speakers in here. But, you know, I can live with that. I mean, this is stunning to look at, it really is. Ooh. Right, okay, we'll leave that one there. Right, we're looking at another arcade classic here. I say arcade because these are under arcade for some reason. Let's have a look at Afterburner 2. I mean, it's quite a fast-paced game, so see how this looks. Right, okay, we can already see some slowdown here, so clearly this one isn't going to work. Can you hear that? I half expected this to be a problem, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, okay. And again, this is another one that won't let me reset. Oh, look at that. That is terrible. Yeah, so that doesn't work. Okay, so we're going to try out Mega Drive now. If you can see in the top corner there, it says MD, and you can see the little Japanese looking Mega Drive in the corner. Let's try Golden Axe. Now, I don't expect too much trouble, because Mega Drive generally works on these consoles. It's not one you normally find is a problem. Again, looks very good on this screen. Oh, just not my special then. Trying to figure out the buttons, I've just not my special move. That's not ideal. Right, okay. Now, one thing I have noticed, there doesn't seem to be a jump. It's not been assigned to the specials. Right, so that's a problem. We don't have a jump. Right, so that is an issue. Although that could be a problem with the ROM itself, not necessarily the console. But yeah, we can't jump. Again, apologies for the terrible gameplay, but I am trying to play this with a tripod in front of me, which makes it a little bit difficult to control. Right, so that one works. I'm going to try one more Mega Drive one. Let's try Street Fighter on here, see how that one does. Now it's just come up at the bottom there saying 60 frames per second, so it is running at a good speed. So right, okay, I had nothing happening at first. Right, buttons are a problem, because I've only got 2 working buttons, and they're both kick. That's an issue. Right, so clearly there's a problem here. That could be configuration of the buttons though, to be fair. It does seem to be fairly slow though. I've got to be honest, the camera doesn't do this screen any justice. I'm looking at the actual, what I'm capturing on the camera. It looks a lot better when you're actually looking at it. Yeah, so this was never going to end well. So we found a couple of problems with a couple of Mega Drive games in, but like I said, it could be a configuration thing. Yeah, so hope that answers people's questions, because when they watched my previous video on this, they were wondering what it was like, you know, when you're playing the games, and what it was like in terms of would it last. And I mean, this is a couple of weeks on now, so just thought I'd do a follow-up video. Another thing to also add is the battery time that I gave in that other video is about right. It does work out about 2.5 hours, and then you've got to charge it, so that's quite impressive. I actually beat him with only a kick, and I wasn't even paying attention. So right, okay, so I think we're going to end that one there anyway. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like I say, I haven't gone through every single system, but I'm hoping just by the ones I've done that you've got a rough idea of what this is capable of. As I said in the first video, PS1 doesn't work, you know, so I didn't see much point in going into that. Game Boy's fine. Game Boy Advance seemed to work perfectly fine. Didn't necessarily even find an issue with the Super Nintendo, although Street Fighter 2 did seem a little bit slowed down in places. But then saying that, we've come on Mega Drive and we've got problems with it on there, so with configuration. So yeah, so I hope that's answered some of your questions as to whether it's worth buying or not. I mean, like I say, you've got to be realistic. You've got to remember that this console was only just over £20, and in terms of what you get for that money, it's a bargain. Like I say, the camera probably doesn't do the screen justice, but this screen does look very nice. It's very impressive, especially when I was playing that 1944 game. I thought that looked really good. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, give us a like. Please share and subscribe, and hit the little notification bell just so that you're made aware of when we upload a video or if we go live. If you don't click that, it doesn't tend to tell you, so you could end up missing a video. So yeah, I'm going to end it there. Take care, stay safe. Nerdy Geezer out.